We are arriving in Tunisia on the day of its first democratic election, 10 months after the Jasmine Revolution triggered uprisings in the Islamic world. Today we're starting to explore the new Tunisia, being curious about its everyday life, safe tourism, and off-road travel possibilities. The mountain village of Matmata is a famous Star Wars filming location. To fall into the world of Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, simply book yourself into the City Driss Hotel and enjoy the cooling climate of the pit dwellings. While moving on towards the desert with our 4x4 vehicles, we are observing some interesting inventions along the way. Our MAN KAT1 is a fully equipped expedition truck with 325 horsepower. It is our home and editing studio whenever we are out for adventure.
Willkommen im Café Bir Sultan. This color blue von Tuareg. Wir Nomad. Wir Nomad. Okay. Nomad. Süd von 12 Nomad, nicht Tuareg.
Und wo sind Tuareg? Wo?
Tuareg, Libyen, Algerie, Mali, this Tuareg.
And the two-seater Suzuki Samurai with its sexy bikini top is definitely also one of our favorites for a fast transport through the desert. Situated in the middle of the desert, the oasis of Zargilan is already familiar to us. We were stuck here for 2 weeks during the Jasmine Revolution in January, and traveling with a former German army truck was quite dangerous then. But Zargilan was a safe place and had sheltered us from the raids which were happening all over Tunisia. The friendly locals even shared their last supplies with us. Finally, our plan was to relax in the shadows of this palm paradise. But unfortunately, on the way to Zargilan, school kids from El Hama threw stones at our car. That's why we have to organize a new side window. Repairs of our equipment and preparing for camp in the remote dunes of the Sahara can also be time-consuming. The desert keeps us busy. We found the perfect spot for us. Once we set up camp, our stress was forgotten. The desert is so peaceful and so quiet, only the crackling of the bonfire breaks the silence. Breakfast on the back of the truck with a view of the Sahara, it's a perfect start of the day. But apparently we're not alone. Out of nowhere, a camel shepherd appears and invites himself for a coffee and small talk. Our Samurai is perfect for fun here in the dunes. After some practicing, there is no sand barrier for this 700-kilogram lightweight racer. We're reducing the tire pressure, we slide softly over the dunes. The 1.3-liter motor with only 60 horsepower is surprisingly strong enough to bring us up onto the highest dune. On the way back to the camp, we are stopping to help a quad driver with a flat tire. A simple solution from local desert experts. A screw, plus our modern air compressor, put the driver back on track. Well, obviously such a combination works best in the outback. Looks like we need help too. The 5-centimeter cut caused by a stone cost us 30 dinars, which is about 15 euros, and an afternoon at Sammy's workshop in Duz. An old but very effective vulcanization system heats up the tire electrically and melts the rubber pieces together. After what seems to be an eternity of waiting, Sammy finally checks the tire. But will it hold? So paying off our bill, after such a busy day, we are really looking forward to rest at Les Amis de Camping in Kabylie. Our friends Latifa and Arafat are the owners of this nice and clean campsite. We are always happy to visit them and enjoy the relaxed atmosphere there. We are crossing Chott El Djerid, the largest salt lake in the Sahara, covering the area of about the size of Mallorca. The bold straight road slices this dry lake in two halves. A 40-kilometer drive allows us to admire this amazing landscape on our way back to civilization. Who would not understand why George Lucas chose this amazing scenery as one of the Star Wars filming locations? Before boarding the ferry back to Europe, we visit the lively city of Naboul. We are hunting souvenirs such as handcrafted pottery and fabrics. Bargaining like Arabs, we achieve some nice prices. Are those tears in the merchant's eyes? Food markets in Tunisia are still providing the freshest produce you can only imagine. The fish and seafood are so fresh you can almost see them jumping from the tables. What a pleasure to take all of this to our motorhome and cook ourselves a nice dinner, with candlelight and a good bottle of Tunisian wine. But there is still something we want to experience before all of this.
Ja, ich habe also in Deutschland gelernt, und zwar im Sauerland, in Plettenberg, bei Salon Hermann Hund, ja.
A typical barbershop.
Und dann gibt's ja der jüngste Chef, der hieß eben Herr Rainer Müller, ja. Und von Herr Rainer Müller habe ich also die Haare schneiden gelernt. Danach bin ich eben nach Düsseldorf hingegangen, habe ich ein Jahr auch in Düsseldorf gearbeitet, ja. Zeit, das waren insgesamt 16 Jahre, ja. Ja, 16 Jahre in Deutschland. Und nach 1985 bin ich ja eben nach Tunesien zurückgekehrt, ja. Und dann habe ich ja mein Geschäft hier aufgemacht, ja. Und das lief ja ganz gut. Ich habe ja eine gute Kundschaft und kommen ja auch deutsche Kundschaften und Franzose, Tunesier.
Time to say goodbye to Tunisia. But one thing is for sure, we hope to come back again as soon as possible.